Of many things, WWE always did one thing the best, that is to hype up and put out a kick-ass return. From Chris Jericho to Edge, WWE has seen many stars take a hiatus and then come back to an electrifying reception. These returns are often very meticulously planned, and when executed, everyone's up in their seats, not just in the arena, but also at home. Today on Plug-In, we will look at the top 5 electrifying returns in WWE. Chris Jericho's return. In 2007, Chris Jericho made a memorable return to the WWE after a 2-year hiatus from the organization. To market his return, WWE put out various codes that the audience could decipher and find out what meant. This gave fans some idea that Jericho might, but they were not completely sure. So, on November 2007, when Jericho for real made his return on Monday Night Raw, interrupting the then WWE champion Randy Orton in a promo and announcing that he was back, the crowd went mad. Jericho was met with a huge ovation as he had been one of the most beloved wrestlers in the company for several years prior. His return was part of a storyline in which he would challenge Orton for the WWE Championship and save WWE from Randy Orton. Jericho won the match by disqualification, but Randy Orton retained the title. Nevertheless, his return to WWE was a huge success and helped bring back some of the excitement that had been missing from the company in the years prior. The Rock's return. The Rock was one of the most beloved superstars in WWE history, retiring from the company in 2004 to focus more on his acting career. But in 2011, he returned to the ring as part of the feud between him and John Cena, and it was a moment of pure electricity. The feud led to a main event match at WrestleMania 25, where Rock defeated John Cena. The match was one of the highest attended pay-per-views in WWE history, and it delivered. Brock Lesnar's return. Brock Lesnar was one of the most dominant forces in WWE history. He left the company in 2004 due to many reasons such as burnout and creative differences. But after 8 years of hiatus, he finally returned to the ring in 2012, and it was a moment that sent shockwaves through the wrestling world. Lesnar's return was an instant success, as on his return he put down the WWE superstar John Cena with an F5, re-establishing himself as a major player in the WWE. He has since gone on to become one of the most successful wrestlers in the company, winning the WWE Championship multiple times and participating in some of the most memorable matches and storylines, including breaking the WrestleMania streak of The Undertaker. Triple H's return. Triple H has suffered several injuries throughout his career. One of the more serious injuries he sustained was a quadriceps tear in 2001. He suffered the injury during the match, but like the pro he is, he didn't retire and instead completed the match, even allowing Chris Jericho to put a submission move that would affect his quadriceps. After the match, Triple H was out for 8 long months, missing out on the remainder of the year. After months of rehabilitation, Triple H eventually returned to the ring in January of 2002 at Madison Square Garden to thunderous applause. He won the match and rode the momentum he built to also win the Royal Rumble match just a week later, making his return one of the greatest ever. The Edge's return. In 2011, Edge suffered a career-ending neck injury and was forced to retire from professional wrestling. As an iconic star of WWE, his retirement left many heartbroken as it was also so unexpected. But in 2018, Edge surprised everyone when he made his grand return in that year's Royal Rumble match. When his music hit, the entire arena erupted in cheers.
You think you know it?
No way!
Edge entered the ring and immediately showed that he hadn't lost a step. He speared left, right, and center and put on an impressive performance. You couldn't believe he was a wrestler who once retired. He was eventually eliminated, but his return was welcomed with open arms by fans.